rewind time.
He's on my Genki, bruh. Do Far Cry 1 through 6. Yeah, Ubisoft games never buy at full price. Never buy a Ubisoft game at full price. That is, like, some really good advice. There's no point. Alyssa agrees. Because those games go on deep sale. Like, they just give those games away, practically. But if you pay full price, like $60, $70 for a Ubisoft game, you're getting scammed. Because 6 months down the line, it's going to be 50% off. 2 months, it'll be 30%. Yeah. Yeah, eludes. I remember, I liked some of the Far Cry games. I forgot which ones I played. I think I played 5. I like that. Oh, yeah, the DLC for 5 I actually liked more than 5 itself. The DLC for 5 is really good. Yeah. New Dawn, yeah. The DLC for 5 goes hard. Which one is 4? Pagan Min. Is that the one where at the intro, if you sit at the table, the game just ends? That's the one, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I beat 4. If I, like, I totally forgot it, if I did. I probably didn't. You barely beat 4? Wasn't that interesting? Yeah, 5 also, if you just choose not to arrest the cult leader at all, you just say, never mind, and you walk away, and the game just ends. Yeah, I liked the story of 5. I thought, I was invested in 5, I remember. I kind of like those gameplay loops. I just like, it's like a very, it's like the simplest completionist game you can play. Yeah, you know, it's just a time sink. It's not even like, nothing's particularly difficult. Everything is kind of copy-paste, so you kind of learn the routine really quick. But it's just like mindless and good, you know? Like that's, I'm saying that, but it's not even really a fault. Like, it's good at doing what it does. New Assassin's Creed is like that. Yeah. Yeah, all Ubisoft games are like that, really, yeah. But they're not, like, bad. It's just, like, if you want something that you can get, like, slightly immersed, but also it's just, like, you could watch a show while you play those games pretty easily. Horizon has a similar format. I still haven't played, Horizon. I have it. I should play it. But yeah, like, if Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild completionist is, like, a hardcore completionist game... Oh my god, Tora, what are you doing? Alright, no. Don't on the desk. Yo, Pizza Hut. What's up? Yo, Tavi. Mad Max? I don't think I've played those either. Mad Max games are good. Oh, there's only one? I thought there were a few. Tora, what are you doing? We have a little cat tree next to the desk, and now Tora has used this as a excuse to climb on the desk. Being bold. Yo, Momo. Thank you for the good luck. Oh no, and now Toro's away. Oh my god. Give me a break. Yeah, thank you for the good luck, man. Mostly just need to get the out of bounds a bit cleaner. And then there were a few other things that we lost a lot of time on. Or Jack 3. Jack 3 was a mess. I forgot about an eye. You're too deep to get out. Sunken cost fallacy, bro. I like those, like, open world adventure sort of RPG type shooty games. Those are fun. Circular saw only sounds like an even more arbitrary category. Ah, it is definitely more arbitrary. However, it is way more fun than glitchless. Oh, in fact, we need to get the SRT up. I totally forgot. We actually, there's a part of this in particular that makes it kind of cool, in that it's actually very similar to what we do for knife only, where we need to take an intentional death. So the Marge 1 fight, right? When you're thrown into the pit, if you have no way of shooting Marge, you're in that pit. By default, if your DA is like normal, you're in that pit for 5 minutes. It's just a straight up a raw 5-minute timer. And it counts down, and then Marge just dies. If you're at DA 0, rank 0 DA, meaning you've likely died, or you've just been like playing like shit all game, you know, like playing like a baby, it's only 2 minutes. Because the assumption is probably that you died somehow, you ran out of ammo and you died in the Marge 1 fight. And so once you die in the Marge 1 fight, the game's like, alright, we're not going to make you wait another 5 minutes in the pit, assuming you run out of ammo. It's only going to be 2 minutes. You cannot do this in Madhouse. In Madhouse, your DA is between rank 7 and rank 9, and it's usually at rank 9. Yeah. So what we're going to have to do is we actually have to take an intentional death. And we have to be efficient about it, because it's like, I don't know, most people, I think, when they hear like, oh, intentional death, DA manips, blah, 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 they go like, oh, that's so boring, because like, isn't part of speedrunning like never taking damage and like going through it hitless and stuff like that? And it's like, no, sometimes damage is good. We save 3 minutes if we die. It's like, oh yeah, if you want to do a hitless run, be my guest, but you're gonna lose 3 minutes. Like, that's a lot of fucking time, dude. So, yeah. How can it be a speedrun if it's over 1 hour? Yeah. But yeah, the DA manip to make that fight shorter, actually, I found it out when I was running knife only easy. Because knife only easy was a horribly inconsistent category. It was like 1 hour and 46 minutes was the world record for almost 3 years. And, you watch my streams with your kids, and they've just learned that I'm a real person and not part of the games. I am a real person. Hi. Be cooler if I was part of the games. What's up, Dead Inside? Right, so when we were running knife only easy, we discovered that it was a mess and horribly inconsistent. It was 1 hour and 46 minutes. Really a pain in the ass. And so, after a lot of testing and working on it, I found a way to implement DA manips. Not only for the Marge 1 fight in Knife Only, but also for Jack 3. So that Jack 3 wasn't a pain in the ass. Because Jack 3 used to... It took like 6 minutes to do that fight. He would climb up into the rafters and it was a whole problem. Not dying isn't always fastest. The drill skip in Dead Space 2, you just stand around for like 2 minutes before doing the skip. So even moving isn't always fastest, yeah. That's also true. Not everything is like high input. Some things are like extremely low input. In fact, that's kind of how I do the when we wake up Mia here. The whole thing is I don't move my camera intentionally. I keep my hand off the mouse because if I move the camera, then it's gonna screw up my visual lineup. But if I only use the keyboard, then it's 100% standardized. It's consistent. That being said, I always mess up that part, so... 1, 2, 3. But yeah, it's kind of a fun category. And then we're doing the out of bounds, so we have to do it with the circular saw, which makes things sort of interesting. We kind of have to set it up like how we did in Knife Only. But yeah, that was another thing, actually. There was no out of bounds in Knife Only. And then... I think it was like, I was labbing some shit, and Zeke was like, hang on, I think there's a way we can do the out of bounds in Knife Only. And I was like, you bastard. don't fucking do it. And then he did it. And he was like, yeah, there's a fast way to do the out of bounds in knife only. It's like not as fast as other categories, but it's not slow by any means. It's still worth the setup. Yeah, maybe loses like 3 or 4 seconds compared to a traditional way of doing it. Although there are a set of circumstances that can lead to the knife-only out-of-bounds being faster, but you need to just get really lucky. Jack needs to behave supremely well. But yeah, can be done. I had a poke bowl today. It was pretty good, but I got like kimchi and onions, and now I'm suffering with heartburn and acid reflux. Great. Yeah, it was a good poke bowl. It was I had ahi tuna and spicy salmon. Nice. Oh, we got the one hit. Let's go. Wasn't expecting that. Could have made it faster. Whoa! Dude! Hi! Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. If you got gifted a sub, you know who to thank. Hi, thanks so much, dude. This is incredibly generous of you. Also makes me glad that I made the new alerts. Thank you for putting the new alerts to use, Ty. Really do appreciate that, man. You remember that day when Zeke came in here with the out-of-bound strat? Yeah. We had been kicking it around. We had a few brainstorming sessions, I remember. What is this chair doing? This chair is still here. What is this chair?
Juicy.
How will people know they've been welcomed to the family, son? I mean, you get Pyramid Head busting it down. Actually, I want to, like, brighten up that, that video. That video is a little low contrast. Hang on, I have to get the, SRT running. 1 second. What's it called? Plugin Manager? SRT Plugin Manager? Open. Guys, he's cheating. Confirmed. SRT on start. Groovy. Let's see if this will... No. I need the widget. That's HUD. Open as pop-up. Make it tiny. There we go. Okay. That song, does anybody know what that song is from? Yo, Ty! Thank you for welcoming Dead Inside to the family. Dead Inside, enjoy the emotes, the ad for viewing. Ty! Holy shit, dude, chill. What the f- Ty, thank you for thank you for giving a sub to Kartavi. Welcome to the family, son. Enjoy the ad for viewing and the emotes. Thank you very much, dude. Really appreciate that. Oh, you got the green badge now. Ooh. Look at this guy with the green badge. Nice. Yeah, Ty, thanks so much, man. Mouse and keyboard question for RE7? Sure. How do you pause and swap FPS while still moving forward? So you see every time I, You'll see it right here. I'll explain it. When I pause, the reason why, this is not for fun. The reason I'm still holding W. Don't let go of W. That's why it scrolls up through the menu. Similarly, when you retry, hold W coming out of the retry. So as you're pressing F to get past the continue screen, also be holding W. Always be holding W, pretty much. Not a lot of situations where you don't want to hold W. Yo, dead inside, dude. What the hell? What the hell? Thank you so much for gifting 10 subs. Fucking paying it forward times 10. Holy hell. Thank you so much, dude. Damn, that's a lot of names. If you got a sub, do thank Dead Inside. Thank you so much. That's another new alert too, by the way. The Isan Genki Mario. What's my pause key? My pause key is escape, but I also play on a 65% keyboard. So my escape key is right next to 1. So it's really not a stretch. I can show you as an example. So I have a keyboard right here. See? Look at that. Don't mind the dust. Escape and 1, and then tab is right underneath it. That's the distance from control to escape. E. Escape. What did I just drop off my desk? Hope it wasn't important. Yo, Galois, Lois, welcome to the family. Enjoy the emotes and the ad for viewing, dude. Yeah. You think that's bad? This is like the time I wound up at the Baker Mansion, and I lost my car. Galois. Oh, I see. That was really delayed, wasn't it? That redeem. Galois. Thank you for the correction. Huh? Right? Huh? Bit of a delay. Huh? Huh? Alright. Need to go to hallway, no grabbies. But yeah, you can see our DA right now actually goes down because we take damage there. During the cutscene, our DA actually goes down as a result of Jack and his knife. We lost about 30 HP. Or 40 HP. There's another spot like that at the end when Ghost Mia runs at you with the chainsaw when you're like retracing your steps in the attic. Because that technically counts as a dodged hit, because an enemy was doing damage and it did not hit you, that increases your DA. Goofy as hell. Because like that doesn't actually damage you, even if she runs into you. She's a ghost.
Juicy.
Nice. Called Fear the Reaper? No, I have not, actually. We could wall skip off this, but I don't want it. That's actually a really good wall skip setup right there. Why do we keep getting these in the circular saw run? Hey, bro. I've not seen Fear the Reaper. I have seen, the other game. Everybody seems to be playing that game now. The 2D one. 7v1 with proximity chat and guns. That sounds pretty fun. Nice phone skip. Yeah, that sounds cool. Is it the next Lethal Company? Or is it the next DVD? Can you shoot the killer, finally? We did that right? Yeah. Pretty sure the trailer had DVD streamers as the chatters. This is it. It's the DVD killer. It's finally happening. Behavior laughs in licensing agreements. We should be getting new killer info soon, right? Because I think March is when the next killer is supposed to be out. Yo, Arcafan. What's up, dude? Thank you for the good luck, man. Yeah. Whatever happened to the Jurassic Park game? There was supposed to be a Jurassic Park ASIM, and it was from Saber Interactive, which means it's going to be a piece of shit. The producers of Evil Dead the game, and also that other zombie game, World War Z. It's one of 49 games they have in development at once. Oh no! They have a Turok in development? Ugh. The original Turok I remember being pretty fun. I had that on the N64. That game was a trip. That was a crazy experience of a game. Alright. Time for the hard part. Not actually that hard, we just need to set it up correctly. And we're chilling. Also, our sum of best is a little bit skewed, because we have a fake gold somewhere. I think. Actually, maybe not. I might be thinking of glitchless.
Juicy.
Cool. I just hear Alyssa back there crafting up a storm in Stardew. Making pathways. Aw. Hard to do the aim down sights thing with circular saw, I've noticed. Wish we had a crosshair with the circular saw. It'd just make lineups easier.
Juicy.
どうだ、驚いたか。
俺たちにあの子が力をくれたんだよ。
Excuse me.
その力はいつも俺の中に流れてる。
You can, for circular saw only, you can go to the item box, grab the circular saw.
お前は終わりだ。
And there's a handgun on the ship, too. Nice. Cool. Come on. Come on, Jack. Nice. He was fast there. That's good. Cool. Handgun's in an awkward place. A little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, we have to go all the way to the tippy top of the stairs. Don't grab me. Oh, I hope that's low enough. Or high enough. Awkward. But this should work. Nice. Beautiful. Good recovery. Alright. This lineup is extra annoying. I almost want to keep the gun in a slot just for the purpose of this. Never mind. I'm insane. Cool. Nice. Oh, let me in.
Juicy.
Yeah. Oh, let me in. I hope we're not too low. Uncrouch.
Juicy.
Grab it a thing. Grab it a other thing. Nice.
Don't you think?
We are not too low. Yo, David. A little rough, don't you think? Beautiful. So beautiful. Textbook out of bounds.
Juicy. Yes! Hell yeah!
That was nice. It was really good.
Baby, come on! Yes! Come on!
Oh, he might turn around weird here. Just turn around. Thank you. Dead? Massive. Massive, dude. That's gonna save a lot of time.
Juicy.
8 seconds. I'll take it. That was perfect. We gave him absolutely no time to do his halfway animation. Jack has a animation he does halfway through the fight where he breaks the pillar. You know what is a problem, however? I did kind of want to take some damage from him because we have to do the DA situation. So you can see on our DA, we're at rank 2, and our rank score is 2,999. That is the max DA for easy difficulty. The number that really matters is the rank. The rank score is kind of like the threshold for where you can go into the next next rank, right? So like your rank score is 1999, you're at rank 1. If it's 999, you're at rank 0, which is where we have to get to. Yo! Dewawa! With the Prime Gaming. The Bezos bucks. Dude, thank you so much for the Prime. Enjoy the emotes. Yeah, for viewing. Welcome to the family, son. 2 months of Prime Gaming. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Right, taking this death might be slightly problematic. All we need to do is get below 1,000 ranked score. That's all that needs to happen. The fastest way to do that is to take a death. So the sooner we die, your rank goes down by 1,000 when you die. And if I remember correctly, ideally we get into this area with like 500 to 600 HP, because that plus the death is like exactly enough, and it also guarantees that you die relatively quickly. I don't know if we're gonna die at all, because if we get down to rank score 1 before we're at 2 low health, then our regen is going to kick in, and the bugs don't damage us that fast. And I have to remember to do this. Otherwise, we soft lock. Game looks weird at 60 FPS. I'm used to 350 FPS, bro.
Juicy.
Alright, we should be fine now. Okay. Come on, boys. We want to get, like, the double damage. Sometimes you get both, like right now. That's nice. You can see my rank going down. See, the problem is we're gonna get below... We're gonna be at rank 1 soon. And the damage is gonna slow down. And we need to actually die from this. Ooh. Yeah. One more double. Huge. Oh, come on! There we go. I was at 4 HP. The DA manip is so rough. It's what do you mean? You just stand there and die. So now we're at rank 151. We are at rank 0 with a large way to go. We're chilling. This will work perfectly for our purposes. We're ahead. Did it faster. We died faster than we did last time. De tequila. Look at how red Ethan's arm is. Fortunately, the inventory keeps your position even if you die. Just the cursor stays in the same spot. Very fortunate. Right, so now we basically can't die. Because we're at rank 0, there's only a few things in the game that can do damage to you fast enough to actually kill you at this point. Because we're in, like, super baby mode. Which means that when we go into the Marge hole, when we go into Marge's hole, for the Marge 1 fight, we can just sit there and tank the bugs the entire fight. We don't even need to heal. We can heal once we get out, obviously. We're not at critical, but the entire fight is we can just chill. Kind of great. Don't need to aggro Marge here. Cool. Yeah, we went through a bunch of different variations of trying to die before we came to the one that we use.
Juicy.
Hell yeah. Yeah, we got stung last time. Oh. The spot that we use is the fastest spot in Old House. And dying from a molded is actually way harder than you would expect in easy. They have like a timer before they can attack you again. So you can like stand in front of a molded and like they'll just chill for like 10 to 15 seconds before even trying to attack you. The molded are actually very, very tame. Now we wait. Gives us time to fix up our inventory. Actually, our inventory is fine. Can you move stuff here? Oh my god, you can. Huh. I didn't realize you could move non-weapon items into the weapon slots. Does it show up on the thing if you move it there? Oh my god, it does. That's actually really funny. Wait, what happens if I press 2? Nothing. Okay. I was like, is it gonna pull out the the crank? I never knew that. Non-weapon items? No, I didn't. Or I guess I've never had to do it, so I never really thought about it. Soldier Boy cranked that, yeah. Yeah, you can do that, apparently. That would have been good to know like 8 years ago. Right, usually I try and pay attention to the time that we get thrown into this hole so that I can time getting out of it. I haven't been doing that lately. We'll just wait for the bugs to go away. We used to time it like to the second where we would start climbing the ladder before she died. That's great. Didn't know that till you watched a Badass run. So yeah, you'll see, when we get below 300 health, which is like the critical point, our health will start regenerating. And it's going to regenerate faster than the bugs can do damage to us. So we're now at critical, and you'll see our health starts going up. Oh, and the fight's over. That was... They didn't even damage us that much. Usually we take a much worse beating. We gotta hit that heal just so we don't have the critical movement speed. That's the Marge 1 fight at 0 DA. A bad lineup. Oh, we gotta not mess up lantern skip. Oh, I really should have put the gun into the slot just so we could line up. Fuck.
いやまだだ。でも作る材料なら分かった。D 型被験体とかいうやつの頭と腕らしい。
頭なら持ってたと思う。
本当か？
でも腕の方は分からない。休館は全部調べた？
いやまだだ。2階を調べてみるよ。
それじゃあ探してみて。見つけたらトレーラーで会おう。
Alright, let's fucking YOLO this. Nice! Let's go! Alright, cool. Hell yeah. Yes. Yeah. All the other fights will not end until you kill. Yeah, and the reason it's pacifist capable is presumably just as a soft lock preventative, because otherwise if you end up in the hole, you have absolutely no ammo for some reason. Maybe you're playing in Madhouse or whatever. At least there's a timer. Although in Madhouse, you're probably fucked, really. Because if you have no heals either, you're screwed. Except for Final Eevee, I guess. No, what do you mean? You brought the wrong knife? There's ammo in the corner. There's enough ammo in the corner to kill her. Right, so another consequence of 0 DA is, we do a shitload more damage. Hence why we just killed Marge so quickly. Do that. Yeah, that works. Oh. Well, yeah, if you're doing a knife-only run, then yeah. But that's like an arbitrary limit you've imposed on yourself. They do give you the option to use the item box when you retry there, I'm pretty sure. Also. Same with Jack 3, I think. If you die at Jack 3, I think at the retry screen it gives you a chance to use the item box, because otherwise the retry puts you straight into the fight. From molded in elevator? I mean, again, if you could kill them, that's not a soft lock. A soft lock cannot be a soft lock if the rules that are causing it are, like, arbitrarily imposed. You know? Because, like, the game developers didn't account for you playing the game in a weird way. That's more just the run died. Right, I think our plan for this is to not hit this retry.
Juicy.
Yeah, we're not gonna hit this retry. So that we can do this. In. Now, don't hit me. Thank you. Alright, cool. So far, so good. I'm glad that DA minute actually worked, because I was worried it was going to take a good minute for us to die. Would have been a bummer. Whoa! Yo, Valentine with the raid. Raiders, welcome on in. Zoe, get your ass back to the house. My throat's kind of going. I noticed when I woke up this morning, I was like, damn, my throat hurts. I've just been like phlegmy. Welcome on in. How was the RE7? Hope runs went well. Damn, somebody just caught air outside. Heard that. Oh. I forgot to do the FPS swap.
Juicy.
Can't stream RE7 without the CPU going up so high. You have everything on low. Do you have the frames limited? Like in NVIDIA control panel or something? What frame rate do you have it limited to? I think we can squeeze past this guy. We might need to kill him. Yeah, we can sort of squeeze past him. Goes down to 200 something. That's kind of weird. Yeah, I'm not sure why that would be. Do you have limit capture frame rate on in OBS for your game capture? In the properties of the game capture?
Juicy.
Like if you right click on game capture in OBS and you go to properties, there's a checkbox. You can show frame rate with game capture. You just turn on capture third-party overlays. Use game capture. Honestly, it might be because you're using window capture. Because the frame rate is significantly higher than what OBS can take. So if you try and stream... how did I fuck that up? If you try and stream way above 60 FPS, OBS fucking hates it. I don't know why. It's honestly, they just need to fix that. Nobody's like really streaming from OBS in 120 FPS yet. When that becomes a problem, it can be dealt with separately, but they just need to have that on by default. Kind of dumb. I'm willing to bet that's why. Yeah. You know, so I went for a walk and I feel like I gotta stretch my leg. 1 second. I would try game capture, because window capture isn't really meant to capture anything above 60 frame rates, frames, let alone 350 like RE7 is. Game capture with the settings, capture third-party overlay, which will allow it to capture Steam overlay and stuff like that, and limit capture frame rate. Both of those settings. Is there an out of bounds you can do while in leg chop crawl? No. And certainly not one that's gonna be useful. Not that I'm aware of, no. There might be like a glitch where you can slightly out of bounds as a result of it, but since you're in a different state, no. Not, I would say, not that I'm aware of, and also not worth testing. Well, yeah, I mean, unless you can, like, heal from leg chop and then freely walk around the house and somehow get away with it. But yeah, no, I don't think there's anything there. I was hoping for heals. Actually, we'll get heals in the what's it called? The small Ethan full game. Not useful, but fun. You can do it. You can run around as Smeathan, like all over the place.
そうだな。081はどうだ。いや待って待って。0621だ。ああ待って違ったな。0514だ。
You can Smeathan all over the place, yeah.
当たるかもしれねえぞ。
Right. So we're gonna put away gun, knife, keys, crank, arm. Yeah. So. Right, we need to get this fight better. Because we, fucked up. Gonna try recording? Yeah, game capture with the settings I mentioned. I can almost guarantee you will see less, if any, problems at all. Window capture is fine if you're, like, capturing, like, Chrome or something like that, but for games, you want the game capture. It has, like, different optimizations for how games are output, like DirectX and stuff like that, which, Chrome doesn't really do.
Juicy.
Alright, let's see if we can do this better. Let me at him, boss. Still nothing? Odd. Oh man, I thought we could get up to him. Oh no. I just want to go off the top. Just a little off the top. Damn, I thought we could get away with it. Oh, it's so annoying. There we go. We got it. Yeah. There's not a clean way to do that fight, just because you're always going to damage yourself to some extent. Alright. Fine. I think that was still faster than last time. Good keypad.
Juicy.
Yeah. Bit better. If I cared more, I would test a faster way to get that fat molded fight, because I'm sure there is. Nice. Glass door.
Juicy.
I have to put it on your D drive. Doing a madhouse chainsaw, circular saw only. Everybody keeps saying chainsaw only. You have to shoot the Mr. Everywheres? Oh yeah, that's pretty easy to do. Honestly. There's just like the one or two on ship that are kind of annoying. The rest are pretty much visually in front of you. Oh my god. Heartburn. It's like the same thing, but more circular. Yeah.
Juicy.
Is that right? It's so weird only taking out like 3 things. Yeah, that's right. BioRand 2 remake on Friday? Are they randomizing RE2R? Is it enemies or items? Or what? What's been randomized? Oh, please. Please. Not sure about doors. How would they do doors in 2 remake? Oh, I see. Oh, is it for OG? I assumed it was for the remake. Thanks. Oh. Huh.
Mia. Zoe か。ゾイ、俺は。
後にして、今は時間がない。材料は両方持ってきたの？
ここに、これで作れるか。
急いで作らないとまずいね。きっと父さんとルーカスは。
Could be interesting.
父さんが来る。もうすぐ来るわ。
Could be buggy.
2人ともあるね。
結成を作った後はどうするんだ。
外に止めてあるボートで沼を渡るんだ。でも結成を打たないと私たちは出られない。
Juicy.
ちょっと一つは私のだよ。
We can save time in this fight. Like a lot. I think. If I recall correctly. Needle, how will you get the Undertale eye, you may ask? Kind of like that. I'm gonna roll. How's it going? Going pretty good. Pop? What? Why did that not... Are we good? Did I forget anything? No guest house deleted your save data? What do you mean? Show me time save.
こいつに決定を使って
Juicy.
Oh yeah. Okay. There we go. Just another 2 minutes of time save right there. Boom. No guest house deleted your save data? What do you... I don't understand. You put in the no guest house save files from into the Microsoft version. So you have the no guest house save, like the zeroed out timer, right? That save has everything. You don't even have the save? What? What?
結成を使った
I don't understand.
あと1本しかない
残ったのは一つだけ。一人分しかないなんて。
これからどうすればいいのいいんだ
Ethan has had bloody hand for this entire run.
バカだった
でもゾイ、
もういい二人ともさっさと行って
一緒に行こう。誰か治療できる人がいるはず。
ここが私の家
What does that have to do with no guest house?
だよ
Did you I don't understand.
助けを送る
そんなのいらない誰も助けになんか来ないくせに
No guest house deleted your save data. That's the part that I'm stuck on. Right, so what I'm asking is, did you move the files, the no guest house save, into your save folder? And then when you booted up the game, there was no save data at all?
いいさ。ありがとう。
Okay, that's what I was asking. Then you did it wrong. Because if you have the no... If done correctly, you have a no guest house save on your saves, and you have everything unlocked, including the DLC items. Even if you didn't have them previously.
君が関係してるんじゃないのか
I've used the no guest house save for exactly that purpose before. For this install, actually. I literally didn't want to unlock everything again, so I just put in the no guest house save file.
頼むよ
Load up that save file, I think, once. And then, when you go to start a new game, you have all the new game plus stuff.
あれは船かどうしてこんなところに
Yeah, make sure you're putting it in the right folder, because it's, like, a specifically numbered folder, and the number, like, changes. So you have to check which folder is actually the correct one. It's a little weird. It's not easy. It's a shame that, like, Steam and Microsoft versions of this both have really scuffed locations for the save spots, for the save files. It makes trying to back up your save files or do any sort of thing like that really annoying. We get sub 132 on this, maybe? That'd be pretty cool. Alright. Time for ship. Really only have two parts that we care about here. We need to get Alan 1 nice and clean. And we need to kill the molded in the elevator without him doing His Oscar-winning death animation. And we're chilling. And then we'll probably just go play some Ocarina of Time, because shit, dude. GG easy. Like, it's not gonna get much better than a 4-minute time save, huh? At a moment of, oh shit, I'm not allowed to do this, but this is not glitchless. I'm glad we got away from glitchless before it started overwriting my muscle memory for other categories. It's like every other category, we're doing the retries and stuff like that. What would be the next speed run I do? Like next speed game? I don't know. There's no, like, games coming out on the horizon that I'm looking to speedrun. Which usually I do have something where I'm like, this game's gonna come out, I'm gonna enjoy it, and then I'm gonna speedrun it. I don't really have one of those right now. After this run, what's the next category? Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe new game. Maybe new game, easy. Maybe new game, Madhouse. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. RE8. Yeah, not that. Not that one. Nobody wants to watch me run Village. Village sucks. You guys don't want to watch me run Village. Not a very exciting run.
Juicy.
PSVR RE7. I would just throw up. Yeah. RE3. I've always told myself I should really learn RE1 remake, because it's actually the movement style is actually very similar to Silent Hill 2, and it's on controller. I feel like I could get used to it pretty quickly. But in order to do that, I would need to play through RE1 like a bunch of times. They took out door skip. I mean, it's Silent Hill 2. We get a black screen for 2 seconds, 3 seconds on OG every door we open, and there's like 150 doors that we open. Like, yeah. I'm used to it. That doesn't bother me. Door skip, no door skip. I'm not. RE5 co-op speedruns. Shh. Alyssa might hear you. If I were to do co-op RE5 runs, I would do them with Alyssa. Could maybe be fun. I'm not sure how, like, trick or skip heavy 1 or 5 is. There we go. RIP Alan skip? What do you mean? Well, yeah, we can't do Alan 2. We can't use the remote paw. Oh, yo!
Hi, sir. GL with that runs.
Rio, dude. Thank you for the 6 months of support. Thank you for the good luck. Appreciate that, man. Hope you're doing well. That good? Yeah, that's good. Nice. We actually move this down. You're too bad at speedrunning and I'd break up with you because of an RE5 argument? I don't think so. Babe, I'm too bad at speedrunning. You'd break up with me. Thank you for the good luck and support. This is a pretty chill category, now that we're out of the main house. Has a few sections early on, but once Jack 3 is over, it's pretty sleeper. Nah, that's not true. I know that's not true.
違うの、エブリン。怒ってなんかいないわ。待って、今なんて言ったの？もう研究所なんかに住みたくない。お家が欲しいの。だから私のママになって。わかったわ、エブリン。あなたのママになる。
わかった。
エブリン、待って。
エブリン、わかった。
見つけた。でも逃げられた。あの子の友達が増えてる。そこら中にうようよいるの。言った通りだ。
Shut up, Alan. You gotta listen to this son of a bitch. I think we just 30 past these dudes. I think that's what we used to do in knife only. I don't remember. Yeah, just 30. Very clean 30, actually. And then these guys. What? There's a truck outside? Oh yeah, there is. What are they towing? Are they towing a school bus? They're towing something. Anything attached? No? They might be towing a school bus. Whoa, yeah, he's definitely... They're towing a school bus outside, guys. It's exciting. What happened to the school bus? Maybe they sat idle in the school bus for too long and the fucking engine died. What happens to all the kids? They live at the bowling alley now. What about the parents? Not important. Get off the bus and you pray you make it home on your way. Yeah. Yeah, no, they're definitely towing a bus right now. That's exciting. It's a big bus. Yeah, it's like a super-sized tow truck. If I could, I would turn the camera so it could be out the window. Where am I going? Brain. My brain's getting towed, dude. Yeah, ship section is just a lot of 30 FPS when you don't have a gun. Exciting. It's also very loud. It's like rumbling the whole house. What? Yeah, I can hide. I'm good.
やつはお前を信用してる。あのクソガキは俺のことは全然。待て、エブリン違うんだ、エブリン。
アラン、聞いて。
そんな風に呼ぶつもりは。
あの子はあなたを支配しようとしてるのよ。気をしっかり持って、アラン。
I've never seen a tow truck tow something so big.
エブリン、やめて。今すぐやめるのよ。
俺にさんだ。
Oh, yeah, they're doing it. Setting it up. Me and Alyssa went for a walk earlier, and we walked past the school buses, and, like, the drivers, they were just, like, sitting in the school buses waiting for the kids. I guess, like, a field trip or something. Or, like, I don't know, bowling club, maybe? I don't know. And fucking... I really wanted to go on one of the school buses. Like, I have nostalgia for the smell of, like, school bus heater. Like, school bus in the winter. I remember the school bus picking us up, and, like, it was so warm. You get in, and it has that weird, like, leathery,
juicy
plastic smell. And I had nostalgia for that. He needs help.
これで思い出した？ええ、エブリン。思い出したわ。じゃあまた家族になってくれるよね。いいえ、ダメよ。家族にはなれない。これまでも、これからも。あなたと家族になんてならないのよ。じゃあいい。お前なんていらない。
You know exactly what I mean? See, I'm not crazy. It's farts. Nostalgia for possible death sitting on a bus? No, what do you mean? There's nothing... It's like a heater, like a car heater. Except, like, because it's a bus, like, there's, like, plastic and leather and the warmth of the bus. I remember, like, standing outside waiting for the bus, freezing my balls off. And then the bus would pull up, and you'd get on, and you'd just be, like, instantly like, oh, yes, I can, like, take off my hat. Like, fucking unzip my jacket a little bit.
Juicy.
Barely had shocks or brakes, and it was like being on a roller coasters. Yeah, there were a few bus drivers that I remember were notoriously spirited drivers, and there were a few times where I was like genuinely a little afraid of what was gonna happen. Be like, oh shit, does he know like there's a hill like coming up? And then it's be like, whoa, like, you know, yeah. There's a little picture of the Hulk on the back of the tow truck. That's adorable. Oh! Cool. It's okay. Just to try and throw you around, yeah. Oh, let me through, bro. Rude. A lot of good memories sitting on the school bus to and from school. I used to just like zone out and listen to music. I got a lot of good thinking done on the bus. Yeah, school buses, yeah, I never had any. Yeah. Yeah. When I was in high school, there was a school bus driver, and I remember I was like one of the last stops. It was like me and my friend. and I remember I was smoking cigarettes at the time because everybody was in high school, and I remember asking the bus driver, I was like, hey, is it okay if I light up a cigarette on the bus? And the bus driver asked, he was like, does anybody care if he lights a cigarette? And like nobody said anything, and he was like, yeah, go for it. And I lit up a cigarette. I had a cigarette on the bus on the way home from school. Oh, please. Don't smoke, kids. It's bad. Bad for you. Cramming to finish homework on the bus. I'd do that on the way to school, but on the way home, light up a cigarette. Blazing cigs and joints at 5 a.m. waiting for the bus. Yeah. I would have been one of those kids. There was a spot... Oh, this guy should jump back now, right? Nope. There was a spot near our school where it was like just slightly off the school grounds, and that was the spot where I feel like every high school has one of those. It was called the stumps because there were a bunch of trees that were cut down, so it was just like stumps. One step ahead. Well, now you need to get on a bus, Egos. What's up, dude? I hope the runs went well. I was lurking for a little bit. You've gotten fucking clean, dude. I was seeing some clean schmovement. And then you fucked up Pyramid Head. But besides that, very clean. 4-second PB? Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. GG. I'm not surprised. You were cooking. You was cooking.
どういうことだ?
殺したかったわけじゃない。マーガレットだって同じだよ。息子のルーカスもな。
But yeah, the stumps. I remember we used to go there at lunch. We would have our cigarettes. Sometimes a blunt. Yeah. And then they put a fence in front of the stumps. And I remember we used to hop the fence. And there was this dude. He wasn't like a cop. He was like kind of a security officer, I guess. And what he was he was somebody who grew up in the town and then never like had a career. Probably, I don't think he went to college. He just like inserted himself as a security officer in the school. Didn't carry a gun or anything like that. Wouldn't, like, big fat dude, wouldn't have been able to stop shit. Maybe if he sat on you. And I remember he had a big pickup truck, big red pickup truck, and he parked the pickup truck in front of the fence where people would just throw their backpack over and then hop the fence and go have their cigarette. And he parked his fucking pickup truck in front of the fence, and everybody at lunch, I just watched like a row of kids just all hop on top of his pickup truck to then make it easier to boost over the fence. It was one of the dumbest. It was like, how did you not think about this, dude? You parked like literally the tallest possible vehicle you could in front of a fence. You've made it easier to hop over the fence. He never did that again. He gave up on trying to stop people hopping the fence. You had the stairs for smoking. People would smoke in the bathrooms at my high school occasionally. Sometimes you go in and you'd be like, damn, somebody smoked. Sometimes a joint, sometimes cigarette. Was he yelling hey to stop people doing bad shit? Yeah, he was that guy. He was that guy. He'd be like, hey! You would see him like around town and stuff like that. And like, he would keep doing his job. Like, we'd be at like the pizza place or something like that, and he'd be like, hey, keep it down, or like something like that. We'd be like, bro, we're not even on school premises, like fucking drop it. Like cherry bombs in the bathroom. The bathroom at your school was for fights? Damn. We had like a few fights, I want to say, in my school, but it wasn't very common. What did happen one time is somebody sucker punched a kid. I distinctly remember it. Somebody sucker punched a kid at like lunchtime, recess, whatever, and like just walked up from behind and just punched him in like the gut, but in the back, you know, and fucking ruptured the kid's kidney, and the kid like doubled over and was like screaming in pain, obviously, and it took like a few minutes before any of the teachers or like nurses or anybody like took him seriously. And then they had to call an ambulance. Because, like, I guess they assumed he was overreacting. And, he had to have a kidney removed. They're putting chains on the tire? Oh, yeah. That bus shouldn't have parked there. I assume they probably called in another bus as soon as they realized the bus was dead. You have normal amount of fights from time to time, like all in a row. It's like a masculine thing, I think. I'm picking this up, but we're not using it. I was hoping the split would work, though. Fuck, that was the only reason I picked it up. Salad. Later, fuckos. Maddie. A hammer fight? What the? A kid who got tackled through a window? Jesus. The goils. Yeah, no, there were a couple fights, but never that serious, I don't think. Fine. It turned out your wrist actually was broken. Jeez. One dude headbutted another dude's tooth off and got insta expelled. Yeah, the kid that kidney shot, that kidney punched the other kid. I don't think anything ever happened to him. I don't even know, like, maybe charges were pressed, but nobody was public about it. He became a true juggalo that day. Damn. Yeah, we didn't have any insane clown posse kids. Maybe that's why we didn't have as many fights.
Juicy.
As much as I wish. Not juicy.
Juicy.
There, that's juicy. Remember getting into one fight ever? Yeah, I think I've only ever been in 2 or 3 fights. Yeah. Everything he said was the dumbest stuff to hear. That sounds fun. Yeah, I don't think anybody was ever really trying to fight me, and I've never been particularly confrontational. Well, I'm not trying to fight anybody else, really, you know? Alright, we should be able to just YOLO this, I think. We should be fine. As long as he doesn't walk over here and do that. I was hoping he would start off with the vomit. Damn. Yeah, we're fine. Could smoke cigs with the teachers, so you were pretty chill. That does sound pretty chill. Oh, I could have picked it up too. Damn. I mean, it's better to be able to resolve things with words, really. Violence only begets violence. I got into a fight one time with a friend of mine who we're still actually, I would consider him one of my closest friends. In middle school, like, you know, my first sort of girlfriend, I guess. Not even a girlfriend, like, girl that I liked and had been to the movies with, which was like a big deal. We're talking like maybe 5th or 6th grade. And, he told her, apparently, that I don't shower and that I'm a stinky boy. And she broke up with me over that. Which was not true. I showered every morning in middle school. And so I called my friend, Jay, and I was like, bro, I heard you were talking shit. Get over here, come to my house. Because, like, you know, we were, like, almost next door neighbors. I was like, come over here, I gotta kick your ass now. Come to my house, I'm gonna beat you up. And he came over to my house, and, like, I was like, alright, I'm gonna fight you now. And I might have, like, I maybe, like, punched him in the belly a few times or something like that. Maybe I, like, slapped him or something like that. And then I was like, I can't fight you, you're my homie. Like, let's go play some video games, dude. Let's go inside and play some video games. This is dumb. Nice. GG. Sub 132. True homies, yeah. And we're still friends. We go to shows every now and then. You know. All things considered, this is like actually a pretty damn clean run, I would say. There's definitely still probably 20 to 30 seconds, maybe, on better RNG manip, or better DA manip, and better, a couple other things could probably be better. There's like probably 3 or 4 seconds in Jack 3. No time save in Jack 2 that I'm aware of. That was about as fast as it can go. Same with Marge. Marge 1 and 2, obviously. But, yeah. Could have had a faster ship, I think. Lost a little bit of time in the ship. But yeah, this run pretty much has everything. Everything that I sought to do in this category. Yo, Metal Dino. What's up, dude? Yeah, I don't know really what else we could improve. This one's pretty damn clean. A little bit more time save in hallway, actually. Probably the out-of-bounds setup, too. Picking up the bus? Hang on. Let's check out this fucking bus. Let me know if I hit my shots. Damn, he's picking up that bus. God, if it's this noisy in here, it's probably so fucking loud out there. Oh, sub 32. Oh, pretty good. What? He's leaving?
And that's a magic number.
Perfect.
Like, I would never want anybody to get hurt, but it'd be really cool if the bus, like, flipped. You know? It would look cool. Why he put chains under it? Yeah, I mean, hopefully he's prevented against exactly that, but... 131.51, nice. Let's fucking go.